Hello, you are on the Alice Reddit Stories channel. More than 90% watch my videos without a subscription. Subscribe to the channel so we always stay in touch. Enjoy watching. Story 1. My girlfriend is convinced that I tried to cheat on her. I, 27M, and my girlfriend, 24F, we'll call her Evie, have been dating for about a year now. Just this past week we went on a big vacation with our friend group, including her best friend Tara, 26F. 3 nights ago Evie and I were in our hotel room just chilling together when I went down to the bar to get a bottle of wine and some ice for us, and I saw Tara at a table with some guys I'd never seen before, and she looked pretty tipsy. I didn't think it looked all that safe for her being on her own like that, so I went over and made small talk and eventually asked if she needed help getting to her hotel room since it was pretty late. She agreed and we left together, but once we were in the little walkway heading back to the main hotel building, she backed me against the wall and made a pass at me, asking me to spend the night with her. I put my hand on her shoulder to move her back and turned her down and told her she was drunk and I'd never do that to Evie, and I left her there to get back to her room herself since I was uncomfortable. Here's where I fucked up. I didn't tell Evie about it when I got back to our room because her and Tara are so close and I didn't want to ruin the vacation, but I did intend to tell her once we got back home. The only trouble is, the next day at breakfast while I was sleeping in, Tara told Evie that I was the one who'd made a pass at her while she was drunk and that I'd gotten jealous and possessive when I saw Tara talking to those guys, and needless to say, Evie believed her. She came back to the room just quietly crying and told me what Tara had told her and that she'd be staying in Tara's room for the remainder of the trip and that we'd talk about our relationship when we got back home. Basically, she's going to dump me. Now I know what half of the comments are gonna say. To cut my losses with Evie if she's enough of an idiot to believe Tara over me. The trouble is I really messed up at the beginning of our relationship after our first fight. I got really drunk and started messaging girls trying to hook up with them, and Evie found out and was absolutely devastated, so I understand if she doesn't 100% trust me with stuff like this. Also, she's only known me a year and a half at most, and Tara her whole life, and she considers Tara her second chance at having a sibling. Evie's older brother died when he was 18 and she was 10. Also, there's the fact that I'm madly in love with her and she's the girl I want to marry, and I just can't lose her over this. I don't understand why Tara lied, but right now my priority is getting Evie back. How do I fix this? What should my next steps be? TLDR, my girlfriend's best friend lied and told her I made a pass at her, and because of mistakes I made in the past my girlfriend believed it. How do I fix this? What should my next steps be? Update: the vacation is coming to an end and a lot has happened in the past 2 days. After I made my post on here, I spoke to my best friend Matt, who's on the vacation with us, about what had gone on and what Tara had told Evie, and I was fully prepared for him to take their side since he's got a lot of baggage from being cheated on in the past. But instead he told me he believed me, and not only that, but he brought up real concerns about the way Tara has been treating Evie in the time that we've known them. I can't say I've ever noticed it because Tara and I have never hung out that much since our personalities clash, and Evie only ever has nice things to say about her, but Matt pointed out multiple occasions where Tara has put Evie down and been mean to her about her appearance and personality, and how it seems like Tara has this really manipulative hold over her. Looking back on it now, I definitely see it and I feel guilty for never noticing sooner. He and I devised a plan to talk to Evie together without Tara there to hopefully get her to see sense. At first she didn't want to hear me out, but after Matt explained his concerns, she got all quiet and sat down and just kinda stared off for a moment. Evie told me that she didn't think Tara would do something like that and she never means to be hurtful, and Evie called herself too sensitive sometimes, but I could see her starting to doubt Tara and make sense of things. Eventually, I managed to convince her that we should confront Tara together and she agreed. As you can probably expect, Tara got incredibly defensive and pulled out the crocodile tears, and she started accusing Evie of choosing a man over her. I could see Evie losing her confidence, but she eventually told Tara that she didn't believe her, that she thought Tara had left her lying habits behind in their teen years. Tara then switched on a dime and got really nasty and vicious and started calling Evie names that I won't repeat here, and more or less admitted to lying because in her opinion, Evie doesn't deserve the nice things she gets, including me apparently. She was screaming so loud, people in the next hotel room came to check on us. I got Evie out of there and told Tara to stay away from her and not try to contact her. When Evie and I were alone and had made up, she told me that wasn't the first time Tara had been nasty to her like that, and that it happened a lot in their teens and early 20s when Evie didn't go along with what Tara wanted, but that it hadn't happened in a few years, so she thought Tara had changed and gotten better. TLDR, Evie and I are back together now and we're going to see how rebuilding things goes for a few weeks before trying couples therapy to help with trust issues and communication. Evie has decided that she no longer wants to be in contact with Tara, and I think she's starting to unpack and realize a lot of the damage that being Tara's friend for so many years has caused her. This has easily been the worst vacation of my life, but I'm glad to have my girlfriend back and hopefully we can turn a new leaf together once we get back home. Thanks to everyone who gave me the encouragement to talk to Evie. I'm just posting this here because a few things have happened and some of you who followed me might want to know. We all managed to get home okay from the trip and Evie stuck to her word on not being in contact with Tara, but Tara has tried ceaselessly to get in contact with her. When Evie blocked her number and social media accounts due to the endless calls and messages, Tara started calling the house phone or using pay phones to try and bypass that. It's gotten real psycho too, as she's been calling us in the middle of the night. We're reluctant to get rid of the house phone because Evie's parents are technophobes and prefer to call her up the old-fashioned way, and that's how they stay in contact. When the calling didn't work, she started sending Evie letters, the contents of which were telling her that she's made a huge mistake, that I'm abusing and manipulating Evie and that Tara is just trying to keep her safe. There were even a few vague threats of self-harm in there if Evie didn't forgive her and dump me. I honestly thought Tara was just a reformed, mean girl who loved attention when I first met her, but after all this it's clear she has mental issues like a personality disorder or something. On Friday, she showed up at the apartment while I was cooking and told Evie again that I was abusing her and that she would call the police and make a complaint if that's what it took for her to leave me. She even brought up Evie's dead older brother and told her that he'd be so disappointed to see her with a man like me. Yet Evie told her gently and calmly to leave and that she didn't want to get a restraining order against Tara, but that she would if this kind of stuff continued. It astounds me that she can still be empathetic and kind to Tara after everything that's happened, but since Friday we haven't heard anything and the calls to the apartment have stopped. I suggested filing a restraining order anyway, but Evie is reluctant to because all of our friends have now cut Tara off and it seems like she's going through some kind of mental breakdown and she doesn't want to do anything that might make Tara do something stupid to herself. Evie has contacted Tara's parents to express her worry and see if they can do something to help her get professional help. I think I'm still going to try and convince her to get a restraining order though if things start up again. But the more I learn about Tara and her past with Evie, the more I'm relieved that the friendship is dead and she can no longer use my girlfriend as an emotional punching bag. I struggle having sympathy for this person. I'll keep posting here until things die down. It's nice to have a place to vent. Story 2. My GF found her nudes on her stepdad phone. To begin, I am 17 years old, my girlfriend is also 17. Recently she got her phone taken away by her parents for about 2 weeks. During that time I gave her one of my old phones so we could still communicate using Snapchat. We have exchanged nudes in the past, but not frequently. We both have each other nudes saved on our Snapchat conversation. While her parents had her phone, her mom saw and mentioned to my GF that she saw the nudes, but also mentioned that she quickly looked away and made sure her stepdad did not see and put the phone in a family safe that only her parents know the code to. After she got her phone back within minutes, Stepdad broke it while in an argument with her, which he later apologized for and promised to replace it. About 4 days after the argument where her phone was broken, she got a new one and proceeded in life normally. It's been about a week and a half since she got her new phone, and during that time she never had a need to text her stepdad and would instead call him most of the time if she needed to speak to him. Today he asked her to text him what she wanted to eat, and she realized when she scrolled up that nudes from her old phone had been sent to her stepdad while it should have been in the safe. We checked the dates that it was sent, and that was during the time when the phone wasn't in her possession. There was nude pictures and videos that would normally require a password to access. I should mention that since she logged into Snapchat on the used phone I gave her during the time her phone was taken, Snapchat logged out of her actual phone because it can only be on one device at a time. She later realized that her stepfather has known the password she used most of the time, including for Snapchat and her email, meaning he could log into her Snapchat account. During the time her phone was taken, she was randomly logged out from my used phone and couldn't log back in for a period of time, and the time and date match to when the nudes were sent. Her mom does not know and is away for the next 4 days in a foreign country. She is currently there alone with her stepdad. What should she do? Update. She told her mom before she got back from said foreign country, and her mom advised her to remain normal until she got back the next day. Her mom also made her stay at her grandma's house, and when she got back she confronted her stepdad. Initially the stepdad denied it over and over, but when her mom said she has proof, he admitted to doing it and gave silly excuses, like saying he wanted to protect my GF. My GF mom proceeded to kick him out and told him not to come back. He, after hearing that, he tried to stab himself with a screwdriver, but her mom threatened to call the police and he left. It's been 2 days since that happened, and he has continuously tried to guilt my GF mom and accused her of cheating, so he doesn't look bad. Her mom is understandably devastated and completely confused. This was her significant other/husband for over 10+ years, and she has since sought therapy for advice on how to proceed. They've ultimately decided not to press charges and agreed that they just want him out of their lives. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, there are a lot of interesting stories ahead of you.